Last time...
Eric, do your job.
Very well. This game was... Oh, shut up. Wanna try my asshole? Oh, what the fuck was that noise?
Oh, shit. That's right, your asshole. Wait, that was my asshole.
Oh,
Damn it.
shit.
Oh, you're hot, Nancy.
Oh, wait, this is your inside head.
My good tits.
Wait, no. They both burst out into laughing. Amber, laugh for both of them.
Just mac and
Wisely.
cheese and soda.
Yeah, mac and cheese.
I'm trying to watch my figure. Nancy,
fucking-
might I make a suggestion since I'm not getting any lines?
Yeah.
Can I be the voice inside your head?
Yes.
Mrs. Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring the things with you.
That was so accurate. Oh my fuck. Oh my.
Funny enough, something did happen. And it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold.
Ice cubes
Wow,
on the
that
nipple.
The
sound
rain
effect.
became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up, but Bucka. In fact, looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do.
Looking down at that dick.
I stared at the dick beneath my feet, unable to look at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp ass underneath
Wait,
my
okay,
feet.
wait, don't go any farther, don't go any more.
Ah, shit.
I wanna call this, okay? I did see the thing that it's a funeral, but we all kind of knew that. I'm gonna guess that my grandfather has died, and I now will get to take over the family toy company.
Yes! That's gotta be it.
Probably.
Of dildos.
Only the monotone eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral.
Oh, do I get to give a speech?
Oh, that's exciting.
Maybe.
It was only when the speeches ended that I finally was able to raise my head.
And I was Dark Lord and was sick.
Oh, not Harold!
No!
Oh,
Arnold.
Harry Dick.
Oh, I thought it said Arnold.
A small gathering of people, mostly male relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple,
Well, that sounds like us.
small cock. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't raining, everything would probably be in a heavy silence.
Why are only some of the flowers colored?
That's
Racist.
a good question.
Because there
Fuck is going
are,
Fucking lazy artists.
no, spoiler alert, guys, there are those kind of white flowers. Those
You shut up.
exist.
Well, how about the gray, slightly grass?
Obviously, they're sad about the funeral.
Look, they didn't even bother putting texture there. They just colored in that little patch to the
Oh,
right of
God.
the green.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree.
Right here, she'll go point to it.
Right here.
Oh, let me zoom in. Enhance. Look at that shit.
Ew.
Just fucking color it in. Don't even texture that shit. Nobody will notice.
You know, we should at least give them props. It didn't.
Harold would be
color.
disappointed.
At least it didn't like color half of it and then just like flip it to the other side.
That's true.
Like, even the tombstone would be flipped, so here lies Harold Delora, forever in forever. His face was emotionless. After all, my grandfather, slowly though, people began. A man dressed in a clean black suit. He pulled out a few dicks from his suitcase and began to ram aloud its contents.
I didn't know I was reading.
And now I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Only my parents and I were allowed to be present at my grandfather's will. I was under the strict request of his lawyer. And there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my say. You fucking nailed it. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
What?
I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned the family estate at 18. I'm legal, by the way.
Right, that's the only reason they made it.
Exactly.
You know, there's implied. Better make it legal.
That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand.
Whoa!
It was mine.
Look at that lawyer. Oh wait, that's your dad.
Oh.
Damn, he's hot.
Damn, let's fuck him. Oh, I'm your dad. Okay.
He passed. Wait, no, that's a lawyer.
Sound like sound like how you think my own father sounds.
The
He passed the family estate to her. Why am I not surprised?
That's not how my father would sound. You want drug addict.
Well, well, you did say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Andersons Toy Company.
Oh, so I didn't get that.
Oh.
No, it is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Hey, even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give in.
So I
wouldn't
didn't
give it up.
get the. I only got the
What a-
house and shit.
Stubborn old man.
So you get your own fucking
You got the
house.
couches too. That's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
seriously.
Shaking his
Old
head,
couches are
my
the
father
best.
turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
So
You look like me like
Looked
you're
at
in
the
the
wrong person.
office.
About the estate, should we send her there or get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Are you sure we should?
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
He's slowly turning. No, he's Mr. Anderson. He's got to have the voice of Keanu Reeves.
Oh, nice.
Fix it.
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
What do you think?
Elit.
That's me.
Oh,
That's
shit.
me. My dad's dad.
I thought I was Mike Tits.
Those are my dad's dad.
Those are my tits.
Period. Period. Period.
I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think I was the appropriate heir to the mansion?
Because my dad's Keanu Reeves.
Was I even ready to live on my own? Well, that seemed to be it. We'll be taking our leave now. Yeah, I'm sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
Obviously, my dad's gonna kill me.
David. He fucking bolts.
Even though she raised her voice, my dad wordlessly began walking
Sprinting.
back to the
Fucking
car,
fine.
disinterested.
He just floated.
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him. Why don't we get back home for now?
You can go ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Grandpa's dead.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad.
Bro,
I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save for the sullen-looking grave that was laid in front of me. Oops.
oh, you skipped it.
It was
No,
probably
never
really
know.
important too. Zoom in ahead, slow motion.
I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of arranging all of this, it would have been much different.
That's what you said. Okay.
Damn, okay.
That was
That
important.
was really deep.
It was blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family the same day they pass away?
Womp womp womp.
Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys.
Ay.
I should have went slow on that one.
And yet, the cock was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys.
So it's been confirmed they're not dildos, hopefully.
Well.
Children's toys are a thing. It's just hard to find.
Oh. Was that in poor taste?
I didn't oppress him with playing
We'll find out.
out.
Post a comment. Like, figure, subscribe.
My dad didn't even bother putting flowers.
Oh, there's flowers all around it.
Good point.
His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful.
Somebody had daddy issues.
Sorry, Grandpa.
I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choked sob.
Sounds like when I give oral.
You told me this is strawberry. Now the person from it like that one time a long time ago.
Like that one time, that one place.
Whoa, Grandpa's fucking swagger. Grandpa! You have both your legs.
It's good to see you again, Master Wang. I was swept into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane.
I don't like it.
Horrible flashbacks to high school. I fell off the stage.
That was middle school.
Oh, I was
Are
in
you
high
sure?
school.
I thought it was our freshman year.
No, it was middle school because I remember we had the new science teacher.
I see.
Or no, it was last year we had of the old guy. He was the best teacher ever because he was so damn lazy he wouldn't get up to give us homework.
No, that's true.
He was like, if anyone wants homework, get up and get it yourself.
It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older.
Ooh.
Sorry that Daddy wouldn't come here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again.
It had always been like that. Dad
Daddy-
missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling
Look
well.
how sad your grandpa looked.
Daddy's on his period,
Is that
that's why.
so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right? Are you here? I can't see.
No, this is why I got the house, because Daddy never showed up. Yeah! What are we gonna do today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there is a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we can go.
What am I going to do? Same thing we do every night, Pinky.
Tamika.
I've been so busy with the company these days. Damn it, I keep mixing up all the voices together.
Just
We're
try, it's
actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
I'm not 18 yet.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes, ooh, is it a toy?
It is. I was designing a new line of them, but I feel like something's missing. You don't think that you could help me out, could you?
Of course!
He placed the toy in between my legs with a smile, and I inspected
Oh
it.
god, it's a
carefully.
Furby!
It was beautifully crafted, and obviously a lot of work was put into it.
A lot of twerk was
And
put
it's
onto
about
it.
to be put into me.
Oh god.
There was one thing, though.
I'm not 18!
So, what do you think?
It only has 2 vibrating settings. I think the heart on its chest should lighten up when you hug it. It'll be like it's alive! I'm telling you, it's a Furby. And it can be like a little nightlight before you go to sleep.
He stroked his cock, considering my input while nodding his head.
After a few moments of silent masturbation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
One hand on the chin, one hand on the cock.
That's a great idea. I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my lucky little charm, dear. You'll always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
That's how the game ends. You have to add something to a toy. Well, I hope I can be like you one day, Grandpa. A dirty old man.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if it's words. I'm dyslexic. I don't know. It's words.
Don't worry too much about reading. You'll have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
So I can be a mass murderer like Dad? Thanks!
Your father, I'm sure that he just wants the best for you.
You know the saddest part about drinking during a Let's Play? I ran out of alcohol. I'm so sure about that. I'm not so sure about Dad. You know, he's kind of a method.
Sweetie, look at me.
Dad,
He bent down.
Gross.
he looked me in the eyes.
With his brown eye. With a serious look on his ass. As much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
Fucking check your dad privileges, Grip. I don't hate Daddy. I really love him. Daddy gonna finish that.
Well, you know what this makes me think of? It just makes me think of like the daddy kink, where people were like,
Oh,
"Oh,
gross.
daddy."
Your father
make
and
us
I
awkward,
have
does
some...
Yeah, it just made it awkward. I'm pretty
Difficulties.
sure my dad's like fucking jealous of me.
Ew.
Because Grandpa loves me more.
Your father and I have some difficulties with each other in the past, but it's nothing that you should be concerned about until
bang.
you're older. Then I'll tell you what
Yeah,
we
we're
did.
gonna Umaneko this. I'm actually like, he's like my Grandpa is my dad.
Oh shit.
I had heard tits from my mother and various other people.
I think this is my head.
Yes, the only
Oh,
people
my voice changed that.
who had
Right.
stayed
Well, this
quiet.
is little me, so.
Oh yeah,
The only people who had stayed
The only people who had stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on this subject matter, but it was clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them.
It tricked them.
It was hard though, trying to pretend as if nothing went wrong.
However, no matter what, you have to stay naked. You're a big girl already, and,
Well, you
well,
call me fat old man?
there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world, because you're so damn huge. But always remember that your family and friends will all be here
To feed you.
holding you up, you fat little girl. Daddy, Mommy, call me whatever you want. We'll stand together to get through it.
You be so sure of that?
Because, fuck you! He pointed his finger to my head first, and then pointed at my chest. So stay big, promise? For a moment, he looked almost sad, pleading. But as quickly as it had come, the expression disappeared from his face, and he was all smiles once again.
Promise.
Aww. Upon hearing that, Grandpa died. All right then, enough of that. How about I whip... How about I call you dessert and whip you up? I know I can't accompany you at that new cafe because I've been ordered by the court to stay within about 150 feet away from it. But we sure can talk and eat while I cook and do some paperwork.
Come in, dessert. I'll race you to the kitchen.
Oh, my back! I'm not what I used to be.
I really like that laugh. That was wonderful. I totally thought that said you will be memed.
You will be memed. The very I love to see one. Why would you do this? Be raising after all of this?
Yeah. A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. Just like last night. There was no use in getting mad. Also just like last night, especially when the person in question was no longer there.
That's this morning.
Aww.
There we go.
One night stands.
Zinger.
I'm sorry, it's hard to stay calm when you let me with so many questions. Especially about what happened between you and Dad. What am I doing? Talking to a grave.
What a loser. People are gonna point and laugh at you, you fucking nerd. My vision blurred, and I suddenly realized that I was crying. What a wimp. My face heated up as tears rolled down my cheeks.
I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might be turned against me.
I left the grave, whipping my tears.
Back and forth.
Hostility, so my parents wouldn't see.
Wouldn't they just think it's rain?
Oh, 9611. Beefy
that
in the
say?
stamp.
Super elation.
So what?
No, she meant the,
Oh,
Thingy in the radio.
Superstation.
super,
I see. I can't
like
read.
the PlayStation. Well,
Oh,
you
wait,
gotta
that's
read.
me. Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home. Okay?
Thanks, Mom.
However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment at the funeral, I wasn't sure if that was a good idea.
I thought this was a game about me getting late.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
You haven't changed at all, Dad.
Gathering my courage, I decided to finally say no to my father.
Dad, can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Why do you want me to move into the estate so soon?
Well, I hate you. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are planning to major in business, yes?
Well, I had to find a website for my sex degree somehow.
Right after you graduate from high school, you'll just live there and can easily communicate. Commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
Dad,
That's what Grandpa used to say.
That's your dream, Dad, not mine.
But it's so sudden. You just decided this so quickly after the funeral. Stop.
Don't be so sensitive. If you're like that in the real world, you'll be crushed.
You just want me to move out so you can turn my room into a sex dungeon.
That's beside the point. In reply, my father rubbed his temples and sighed quietly. After you graduate from college, you'll work at Family Anderson's Toys. What? I will have connections since I am part of the board of directors, so you will be guaranteed a spot. That is what we talked about before, yes.
But what if I want to go to
Stop
Kenya?
mumbling!
But what if I want to go to Kenya?
Don't be silly. It's the family company. Our company! I'm not just going to hand it over to some incompetent vice chairman!
I want to go to Kenya.
He came closer to me, and his face softened.
And my dick softened.
Look, this is all for the best, okay? You may not know it right now, but you'll appreciate it later. For some reason, when I heard him say that, something snapped inside of me. I wasn't exactly sure what it was, but it made me feel so angry.
I want to go to Kenya. Do you ever care about my grandpa passed away?
Of course I do.
When his simple fat and daddy to me, things can't be better. I want to go to Kenya.
Excuse me? I don't like your Kenya, young lady.
It's like nothing even happened at all. Like, you ignored the fact that he's no longer here. He went to Kenya.
Do not raise your voice at me!
What do you even have to do to deserve this?
My father, his face hardened,
And my dick hard.
crossed his cocks, and erupted in an angry laughter.
I'm gonna go to Kenya.
Would you like to see my double dick dance?
On a pedestal.
I'll dance on this pedestal. Like he's some kind of venerated... What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
It means greatly, like, looked up to and, like, oh,
Yeah, he was a man on
you are
stilts.
so well respected and
Yeah,
you
he was
are...
on stilts, so
I
I won't
gotcha.
look up.
Right, he was on stilts.
He makes me sick.
Is that it? Are you happy to see grandmother dead? While everyone was grieving, you were holding yourself back and laughing in everyone's faces because I can't go to Kenya.
Fucking smacked you!
I just want to go to Kenya.
A flash of rage crossed his face, and he whipped
Obviously,
the back
Dad's
of his
a
hand
racist. He won't
across
let me
my
go to
cheek.
Kenya.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know anything! Running your mouth like somehow you know everything that went on. But you're just a little girl that doesn't know how to keep her mouth
That's not
shut.
how blowjobs work, Dad.
You did not know my father. You did not know what he was capable of.
Obviously, you beat your shit and you fucking loser.
Right?
Whoa.
Fucking abusing his kid.
I'm pretty sure this little shit
fuck
needed
is
it.
wrong?
Is
with
everything
your face.
alright? What happened?
What happened?
Oh.
Totally missed that.
Nothing, I'm not hungry. I think I'm gonna go upstairs and dream about Kenya.
Honey, wait!
Next time.
I suppose this actor's just so sassy. He's like a black lady.
I looked at the clock hanging on the wall and realized how late it was.
It's 9:30, guys.
Oh shit!
Wow, guys,
It's so late it's early.
Sorry for just keeping you guys up late. I think I'm gonna hit the head for tonight. See you guys at school tomorrow. I should probably shower and go to bed. I can't. Oh, yeah. I said I'm just trying to talk to my friends. But it was really nice. Well, to the bathroom I go.
Oh shit, come on.
What? No!
I took a relaxing shower. Nothing beat hot water and the feeling of being clean.